Hi all and welcome to back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alithy. And here on my channel, I love to share everything entrepreneurship, school related, as well as lifestyle and hair growth related content. So if that's something that's up your sleeve, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this video talking about things that I stopped doing in my 20s for my own peace. Because 2026, we are looking for peace. No problem. Not, I want trouble always. No, I want peace always. So today, I'll tell you how to gain that peace. Okay? Thank you. The first thing that I stopped doing in my 20s is ignoring my intuition. You know that gut feeling that you feel sometimes that you should do something or you should not do something? 99% of the time when I've had that feeling and I've ignored it, I have been proven the opposite. I just whenever I feel my gut feeling nowadays, I will listen. I will follow my gut feeling, especially my mother's gut feeling, because parents know. They don't gotta explain how they know, but mamas, they be knowing, okay? So when my mom has a gut feeling about a person, a thing, or situation, trust and believe I'm gonna take her advice and listen with both ears. The gut feeling is the Holy Spirit's way of guiding you. It's like God trying to guide you into the right decision. At least that's how I see it. And so I'm no longer being headstrong, okay? When I feel something, it's often correct. Next thing that I've stopped doing is over explaining myself to people who I know don't care. Because I've been seeing people talking about stop not explaining themselves at all, like you're not explaining at all. Not that you're over explaining, like you're not explaining the situation at all. And I think that that's unfair, because if there is a dispute or misunderstanding, it's of course important that you get to explain your point of view to that person. Some people might think that, oh, you're just nagging, that person doesn't really care. But to me, I feel like it's good to over explain so that you really reassure the person that you care about, or that you're on one consensus. Because one thing I've learned is the older you get, the more important communication becomes. You can't be non-communicative, because that will create a lot of conflict that could just be resolved by you being clear with your intentions, with your point of view, perspective, as well as taking in other people. If you guys were listening in my last video where I said things we have to live in 2025, what was the first thing I said? I said we are living laziness. So one thing that I've stopped to do is entertaining inconsistency. At some point in life, you just have to realize that there are no shortcuts. There is no easy way out. You just have to suffer until you see the results. You have to sweat. Like someone I know will tell me, no one is coming to save you. My friend, you will sit down and you do what you promise yourself to do. I'm literally from school. I'm filming Vlogmas. I'm going through a very intense course. But are we going to entertain inconsistency, my friend? No, we'll come back, film the video, continue your day. Don't entertain inconsistency. It doesn't look good on us. It doesn't fit us. It doesn't match the aesthetic. It doesn't match the outfit. Be consistent, stay true to yourself, stay true to your goals, and keep reminding yourself that if you don't do it for yourself, who will? Okay, God has paid the price, but there's still a price for you to pay as well, okay? He has paid the handpending. Now you have to pay the amortering. If you know Swedish, you know what I'm talking about right now, but if you don't, this is quite awkward. The next thing that I've stopped doing in my 20s is trying to live in the future when I'm still in now. Trying to live in tomorrow when today hasn't ended. When I went in high school, I had so much anxiety due to always stressing about what will happen in the future. And that's why I feel like there's such a beauty in university, even though it's like, suffer. You have one course, right? And you can only focus on that course. You cannot look forward to the next because that one is locked. But in high school, we kind of had a different system where you could plan so much in advance that for me, it kind of created a stress that I couldn't even see. Look at me, I'm watching the time. I couldn't even see and I couldn't grab, but I was still stressing about things that now looking back at it, I think they were so unnecessary. And also like growing and getting to know oneself, you realize that you can't always stress about things that aren't in your control. The Bible is not only seasonal. The Bible is all year round, 365 days. You should have this with you, okay? This has all the answers you need in life, and within yourself you can find it. So the verse goes like this: therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough troubles of its own. The point I'm trying to make is let tomorrow worry about itself. Okay, this next point, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't only my 20s that made me realize this for my peace, okay? Trying to fix people, I'm telling you, hold my hand while I say this. If someone shows you their character from day one, believe them, my friend. Believe them. okay? If someone tells you something about their character, believe them. Don't let them prove it by hurting you. Don't let people show you twice who they really are or what they meant when they explained the type of person they are to you. Have you heard the term, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, can't get fooled again? Food for thought. Think about that one. The next point that I have on my list of things that I've stopped doing in my 20s is comparing myself to other people's progress. That is literally a way to kill your potential. Compare yourself from where you're at now to someone who's at another stage because they have done the hard work that you haven't seen and you're only seeing their results. That's like quick fix. Ambitions dead, gone, nowhere to be found. I had to realize this when I embarked on this entrepreneurial journey as a hair consultant. In the early stages, of course, it's gonna feel like, wow, these people have achieved so much and I'm not there yet and I'm still struggling to figure all these things out. You know, all of those type of questions that may occur. But how about you just don't do that? How about you focus on what you got on your plate? And as I said before, let tomorrow's issues handle themselves. Let the future version of yourself deal with that. Instead of dwelling on tomorrow, you could dwell on today and what you could do about today. Because there is no beauty or advantage of comparing yourself to other people, let alone allowing that affect a potential that you have within you to do amazing things, to accomplish great things. It's such a humbling thing, you know, when you realize that, yeah, maybe that person is better than me. Yes, that person is better than me because they have done much more work than I have done. And that will have you realize, okay, so I can't be playing about my potential because that person obviously put in the work. So what reason do I actually have for sitting here being upset about their hard work? You don't know what they've done. You don't know what they've sacrificed. You don't know the people that are behind them. It's unnecessary and unrealistic to compare yourself to other people. Okay, we're gonna keep this video short and sweet. That's my go-to quote now. No, but the last point that I have on my list is letting fear stop me from changing. I haven't really stopped doing that because fear is a natural factor. It's something that it's on the chopping block. It's off the door. It's doing the plank because that behavior is not needed. We change every single day. We evolve daily. We are not the same person that we are today as we were a week ago or a month ago, let alone a year ago. Having fear be a reason as to why you don't want to change and become a better version of yourself is pathetic. I'm getting angry. It's a natural factor that we are going to change, whether we like it or not. Don't let fear be the reason. Let another reason be the reason as to why you don't want to change. I don't think there's any person on earth who wants to be steadfast in their position for the rest of their lives. Wanting to change doesn't necessarily mean that you want to change your life and have an extravagant, life-changing outlook on your life. It could just simply be that you want to evolve in what you're doing at the moment. I want to evolve here on YouTube. I want to grow. I want to reach out to many people here on the internet. Okay, I want to have more people watching the channel. So I'm putting in the work, filming, interacting with you guys. And that doesn't necessarily mean that I want huge changes. It could be like wanting change on something that you've been working on for a very long time. And that's okay as well. But I think everyone wants to experience change at some point of their life. And even, I know people is the main reason that many people don't want to change because you're scared of other people's opinion. But I'd rather you have fear of yourself, like your own fear be the reason, than having fear of other people's opinion be the reason as to why you don't want to change love, because other people's opinion will always be there. Anyway, y'all, I'm so happy that I filmed this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys took something from it. And if you did, make sure to comment it down below. As always, check out my social media. I don't know if I'm gonna put it here, yeah, so check out my Instagram. That's where I talk about my hair consulting business, where I help people with curly and coily afro textured hair to get advice, tips, and tricks on how to take care of their hair, because it's something that I'm deeply passionate about, as I'm someone who has had a lot of hair struggles growing up. Make sure to check that out. Yeah, and also follow me on TikTok. I'm also active there talking about the hair consulting and hair care related videos. And yeah, yes guys, I'm out of breath. I've been talking so fast, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.